Gemini. Yes, Gemini, how are you? This is your April 2017 reading. I'm going to pick two cards from the Brotherhood of White Light Egyptian Tarot. And I have my mini harmonious deck in case I feel the need for any clarifiers. So I dreamt of the hummingbird about a week ago, and that animal totem, that animal medicine usually comes to me right at the first signs of spring. So I have this little cloisonne box here with the hummingbird on it to remind me to let people know that the whimsy and the magic is being ushered in right now. It's the season for it. Okay, yeah, the Two of Wands has just jumped out and the Two of Pentacles is right next to it. Let's see if we get another jumper. Taurus, I've only done 2 readings. You're the third one, and I'm just doing an... Okay. Okay. So you're getting 3 cards, so... Justice is on the bottom. Ace of Pentacles. Next top card, so... Something new in your life, in your physical reality, is going to be balancing itself out. It's a major arcana, the Justice card, so there's nothing for you to do. It's going to take care of itself. It's going to balance out on its own. So let's see what we have here. Yeah, because we have the Five of Pentacles. So starting over, scrapping this Five of Pentacles, and you can do it just like that in an instant by just changing your perspective. And Gemini is... I hope I said Gemini at the beginning of this video. If I didn't, I apologize. But the title will be right. And Gemini, I'm talking to you. Feeling the Gemini. Geminian energy. Oh, and look at this. You're right there on the Five of Pentacles. Right here. Little Gemini. So... let me see what I see here. Mercury and the Sun. We also have Taurus, or I mean Aries, Leo. So there's fiery, watery. There's you. There's Scorpio. More water. Or Aquarius is air, I'm sorry. I always want to say water because the water bear. So... because you have the Queen of Cups, Two of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Everything's backwards, but... so... that has the sign of Scorpio on it. That's the Queen of Cups. And that with the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Wands. That has Aries... and Leo right there. What did I say was on the bottom? Yeah, the Justice. Oh yeah, and the Ace of Pentacles. So, is that right? Yeah. So, maybe... I almost want to say like a twin flame because we have the Queen of Cups here. Ace of Pentacles usually represents physical, tangible, sacred union because we have the Two of Wands, Queen of Cups. Gemini is here. Gemini, Gemini, Gemini. Maybe you have a gem in your eye. Maybe there's a Queen of Cups. Doesn't necessarily need to be female, but someone who maybe holds the key to unlocking your heart, or perhaps you thought this person did. Maybe you thought it was your twin flame. Maybe you thought it was a soulmate. Maybe you thought it was going to be this great love affair. But you ended up feeling more alone than if you actually were alone and not in a relationship or giving your heart to someone. So just seeing if there's any symbology that on the Justice card you can see she's wearing a scarf over her eyes, right? A blindfold, but it's black. So it's almost like maybe you weren't seeing things clearly as far as looking at the downside, the dark side of the relationship, or perceived dark side of this person who can maybe make you feel very alone and left out, uninvited, unwelcome, not a part of their life. In a very physical, tangible way. So like excluding you somehow. Or that could have been what was happening in the past with someone else, and this Queen of Wands coming in is this fiery Two of Wands energy that's really going to match you. Because Geminis can be pretty fiery. They are an air sign, but they're you know, I always think of like the Knave of Swords. They're kind of like good debaters, you know, good debating skills. They can see the black and white, the dark and light side of everything. So you have that Justice card. So maybe you were kind of not being your true, authentic, you know, quintessential Gemini self and looking at the dark side too, because you can see what hurts and what helps and what's, you know. So, you know, that's the twin, that's the reflection, that's the dual, that's the two sides of everything. So maybe you weren't doing that with someone, or be careful because you have done this in the past. So be careful not to do it in the future, because this person that's coming in, this Queen of Cups who's coming in, is someone who's really going to match your energy, really going to match your fire. Be very balancing. And it's going to, you know, this is the next top card, the Ace of Pentacles. So with the Justice, is going to, when we balance out, this is what Aries got, because, you know, they got Temperance, so they kind of got the same message. This balancing out is going to make us feel whole and new. And when we feel that, nothing that anybody else can do can make us feel left out in the cold. Because we include ourselves in everything that we do. So if we love ourselves, then we're not so affected by the actions of others, because that's about them, you know, or their response to you, but it's about them, right? So Gemini, make your life about you right now, and some good balancing energies are coming in, and some passion, you know, passionate love, because excuse me, Queen of Cups and Two of Wands. That's pretty passionate. But it's also going to be very grounding and balancing because of the Ace of Pentacles and the Justice card, okay? So just make sure that you're seeing everything in its entirety and you're not being blind to the dark side, because you have that good discernment. You're able to decipher, you can separate into the two piles. So make sure that you're doing that, and this Five of Pentacles energy, this obstacle won't come up for you, because I feel like it's a self-imposed one, okay? And it's all just based on perspective. So change your perspective and you change your life. So Gemini, I hope you have a blessed, blessed April this year. And I love you all. And peace be upon you all.